Hi everyone, this is Abigail Smith, and I am presenting on data-driven decision making and how it can help within a collaborative school setting. So the agenda of this presentation, I'll be talking about the data action model, creating target learning goals, what happens when learning goals are not met, and then next steps from there. So first, the data action model. There are 5 steps for this process, and the most important thing to remember is this is all collaborative. So while there are independent parts to this process, the most important part is when everybody comes together and hears about what everyone else has to say and then works together to combine those into one larger idea. So the first step is reviewing existing data and asking questions. So you're going to look at, let's say, the grade book for the first quarter of the school year. You're going to look at what students need to improve on, what they have down already. Ask questions about why are 50% of students struggling with this topic, or why is this class not participating, not getting their full participation points for the day. You're going to come up with questions like that. The second step is to triangulate the data. So you're going to look at all of your data together. You're going to make some averages. You're going to look at that, look at those numbers and see what you can make of the data. See maybe if there's a specific group of students that are struggling on the same topic, or if there's a specific topic that's proving to be challenging for most kids or only some kids, things like that. Which brings us into our third step, which is where you determine gaps and goals. So any gaps that you're seeing maybe class-wide or just among a specific group of students. Maybe it's students that are English language learners or students that are on IEPs or anything like that. So you're going to determine your goals of where kids are now and where you would like them to be at the end of a specific period. Then you're going to be planning your action. How are you going to work on those goals that you have? What are you going to put into place? And then you're going to do that action plan. Then, after you've put that action plan into action, you're going to evaluate success and then determine next steps. So for creating target learning goals, you're going to create a goal that you would like to see met over a given amount of time. Maybe you're focusing on a quarter or a semester or the entire school year. So you're going to use the already existing data and determine what you would like to see improve. So maybe, like I mentioned before, it's participation or summative assessment scores or anything like that. Then you have to determine how you're going to meet that objective. Some ideas might be working on increasing attendance, showing them different study skills, creating more formative assessments, changing summative assessments. Maybe you want to put more collaboration into your classroom, anything like that. And then the most important piece is putting that plan into action. Now, after you put them into action, what happens if your learning goals are not met? This happens. After the implementation, you must review your new data, see how successful you were. If goals have not been met, you need to look at the numbers and see if there has been any improvement at all. You need to determine maybe your goal was too ambitious. Was there improvement that you could see? Are there obvious reasons why the goal wasn't met? Maybe the school was in and out of in-person / hybrid / totally online settings due to COVID, things like that. And was the goal continuously monitored? Was that on the student side that it wasn't met, or was it on the instructor side? And the next step from there is to begin a new data cycle. So you're going to create your new target learning goal and determine whether you need a new strategy to focus on or new plans to be put in place for the same goal. So next steps from there, after you review that newest data, you're going to look for gaps that were overlooked the first time or new gaps that have arisen, and determine if you have a new focus, which will then introduce new questions and new goals. You'll put in your new action plan. And this doesn't mean you have to get rid of your first action plan. You might just combine the two. We still want to work on participation, but now we're understanding that we need to focus on collaboration in the classroom. And the most important part to remember is that this is a collaborative process. So you should be working with other teachers, whether that's grade level or content, and work together, see what everybody has found across the board, and collaborate on your ideas.